G'day and welcome
these pages
to...
serve no better use than fuel for the fire.
Jeez, Durance. Welcome to the Pillars of Ranternity.
Just say the
We're
word.
in the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, which is kind of a library temple thing. And we're going to probably try and rob it blind, because that is the kind of person I like to play. Welcome to the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind you keep your voice down. It's still a temple after all, and Grimda doesn't tolerate disorder. Tell me about yourself. I'm a scrivener and a devotee of Whale. It's my duty to look after our records and resources. Her chest swells with pride. Anything else? This is a temple. Looks like a library. It's because it is. Whale's a god of mysteries, and it answers in encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. Its guidance comes from the understanding of the unknown and the protection of hidden knowledge. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries was built to celebrate that. To think there's such a place in the Deerwoods. Incredible. I'd love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets must sit upon these shelves? Fascinating, isn't it? This temples dedicated to Whale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. We use that knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. Who's Grimda? Why, she's a high archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Almost nothing anyway. Should probably tread lightly around her today. Farewell. Okay, so.
Quick and quiet.
Really? Okay. Do 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 do. Yoink. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna wander around. No entry into the archives without Grimda's permission. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yoink. Yoink. It's just like, boom, instant sight. Interesting.
I'll have this open in no time.
Okay. Pick the lock, but I still don't have access. But, I mean, instant detection, that did not happen the first time I went here in this game. I think they may have boosted their...
I'll go on ahead.
I think they may have boosted the priest's perception. Yoink!
I'll go on ahead.
Okay, so we've got a few bits and pieces we can get over here. I mean, these are all like books which are mostly notable for lore reasons and not much else. Okay. As scriveners keep searching, the obscure leaves clues for those who
Good
seek.
day, stranger.
An elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks as tough and wrinkled as a walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. What are they looking for? Maybe I can find it. Could you now? You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot, anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of Whale. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden, a secret of the 100 visions. Her wiry eyebrows arch over her spectacles. The guards caught one of them, but they were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse and the road to Deerford. Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. Whale rewards the persistent seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of Whale? There's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. What else do you need? Any questions about the missing scroll? What do you know? It seems odd that a few burglars manage to steal from a place like this. Some secrets Whale keeps even from me. Tell me how you know what you know about these. Very little, except they were very foolish to believe they could steal from the god of secrets. That and they were fleeing to a farmhouse. How should I handle the thieves? However you can. Kill them, rob them, leave them. It makes no difference to me. I'll consider it one of Whale's mysteries. What's so special about this scroll? Whale's a god of secrets. If I told you that, I'd cheapen it, wouldn't I? It's a parable, the kind that nourishes the inquisitive and poisons the foolish. Tell me about yourself. I'm the High Archivist of Revealed Mysteries, and I'm too old and too busy to be bothered with inane questions. Even just one or two? I'd like to know more about whale. That's the rub, isn't it? Whales have got us things hidden and revealed. The more of the 100 visions one sees, the more one has yet to discover. Though we often call whale he who sees and is not seen, it's neither male nor female. To assign any definitive characteristic to whale is to miss another essential part of its divinity. The 100 visions? A form of reverence for whales' many revelations. Despite the name, they're infinite. Each epiphany leads to yet another enigma. And I thought I was busy. Okay, so
Quick and quiet.
we have a stealing kind of quest thing to do. Cool, cool. So one last attempt with this door.
Quick and quiet.
Yeah, like it's just boom, instant reveal. So this guy is definitely way more perceptive than I would like. Is there any medical way of dealing with this? Potion of Wizard's Double, minor regeneration, beer, drinking, and more drinking. Do we have anything that will do like invisibility? Spirit Shield, Ale, nope. Nothing that gives us super stealth. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Okay. So it's no longer nearly as possible to sneak into the archives. Which is good, because I kind of... one of the reasons why I stopped playing the game for a good while was... breaking into there, even if you were undetected, caused everyone to go hostile when you re-entered the area. And that was not very good, shall we say. Okay, so we've got that, and we've got a quest that takes us from this place. How are we doing in terms of building at the stronghold? Finished in an hour. So maybe once we've done that, we'll actually go and do that quest. I mean, I don't have any particular reason to do any quest at the moment. I'm not pursuing the story quest, I guess is the key one. We could go to the expedition hall. We could go to the catacombs. Catacombs is actually one of the ways of progressing the story, as I recall. But, let's see. Mostly passing time for this to happen. Open, 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 open. Alrighty. Two-handed melee weapons are the most damage per hit, and valuable for breaking through high DR.
Mercenaries. All fancy weapons.
Just say the word.
All fancy weapons and no fancy skills, right? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. So the dozens were the people that blew up the old god, in the God War, which is kind of neat. Well, a well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know the buying giant slayers run thing around here, and you'll be fine. Never heard of them. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around to find Spain, you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around. There's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. Enough jabber-bine. You're gonna do the job or talk about it? His jaw tightens. Welling's right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself. He looks around his comrades and jacks his chin towards the door. See you around, pup. Okay, sure, whatever. That is a map. Cool. So there's like expeditions and people here.
Hello.
The key one is this. Dumb. Sensible people will want to steal everything.
Let's see what's in here. I'll have this open in no time.
Excellent. Keep your guard up, I'll give you something to guard, damn it.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
I'm looking for work.
Expedition, talk to Wenham. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although, I do have something I need done, something that requires competence. What do you need?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
Choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. Why don't you just go asking for it back?
Well, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction. It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can do.
Helm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dinard Row. Should you have it on your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dinard Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Okay. Sigani scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Masuk's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Got any business with me? Tell me about the expedition. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds, looking for ruins mostly. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. If not, it's because they handle their weapons like this lot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now. Farewell. Cool, new quest. That sounds like fun. We probably will get an expedition. That actually does sound like a bit of fun. As long as we don't have to join the dozens. That's all good.
Nothing will slip past me.
Hey.
Now, I can...
Just say the
I
word.
can go into that corner.
Following your lead.
Just say the word.
Come on, Papa, get out of the way.
Yes?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean... Oh, no, it is going up. Cool.
I'll have this open in no time. As promised.
Yoink. Okay. Sonild is the one. Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company, or are you betting on one? How long have you worked here? Oh, a few years. I've got an embittered last merchant cleared out. They've got new expeditions venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. And the dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers as long as you stick by them. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, only the dozens do business with me, so long as I only do business with them. And they're good customers. But if you get on Osric's good side, he could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. Tell me about the expeditions. They're groups of adventurers that venture out into the wilderness. More than a few of them try their luck scouring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed, if they come back at all. Betting on them is almost as risky as actually going, but that's how the expeditions get funded. And every once in a while, one of the adventuring companies will strike it big and make a fortune for their backers.
Not a problem. Yeah. Let's see what's in here.
Sweet. things to steal back here.
As promised.
Yoink. That is a map.
Let's see
Really?
what's here.
Quest item. Geological map. Marks an area of geological activity in Deerwood and Air Glenfarth. Of note is a description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm. Interesting.
As promised. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go talk and see if we can join one of these expeditions, shall we?
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
I'm looking for
Go
work.
see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Osric sent me to you. I was looking for an expedition. I have expeditions, but they're not for anyone. We dozens help those of like mind indeed. How about you give Osric a hand first? Show us where you stand. I'm not going anywhere. What else do you need? None. Alright, so that gives us a reason to go and do that quest too. So we just want that hour to pass in-game. And then we can head out. Okay, now.
I've never been to Nasitak. Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment.
Parchment and
Ask
notes.
whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
Okay. So there's also this place over here. Lumdala. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyeshadow and razor-precise lines of kohl. Before you speak, she throws up her hands in a dramatic fashion.
Good day, stranger.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the Revel of the Stars. What is Revel of the Stars? We're the finest theatre troupe in the city. We believe that the best art is immersive and true to life. We stage our performances right here in Copper Lane for the edification of all. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan? Does Revel of the Stars take in many new members? But of course, good drama is a balm to the soul, and we wish to offer true theatrical experience to as many as possible. What kind of members do you take? We take in the new and the old, the tall and the small, the experienced and the inexperienced, whoever is suited to fulfill a role to the utmost. How long do you keep members? As long as they're able to satisfy the demands of their roles. She smooths a wayward strand of hair. True acting can be a grueling process, so some do last longer than others. I'd like to ask something else. What do you do? Depends on the role. I'm a pallid knight, the widow of the wood, and the warrior queen of Mokka, all at all different times. To live a different life each day is a glorious thing, my friend. Okay. Actor, Kadal. Sorry, I can't talk right now. So, what do we got? Wait. You were just a commoner, fine. You're so lovely back then. Dalton. This elderly man paces back and forth, taking short, hobbled steps. His gaze is distant, and beneath it are dark rings of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who isn't there. And the way you fought, cutting down the two at a time, we shared quite a victory, you and I. Who are you talking to? The man looks up at you, startled. By the flame. For just a moment I thought I heard her. He puts a hand on his chest, catching his breath. What troubles you? Just the memories of my youth in Northwatch Rangers. Of trials and adventures from a lifetime ago. Of late, memory of lost battles and fallen friends has been especially vivid. Tell me about these memories. It's been nearly 60 years. We were known throughout Deerwood then. We thought we'd adventure together forever. Collecting coppers and inspiring songs. That was until we faced the Helig of Tain. He was a wizard whose experiments in necromancy left a trail of bodies, some reanimated, from Solace Vale to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled towards the Valand Republics, catching him just west of the Lake of the Drowned Tombs. We were fools. Seasoned as we were not prepared for his foul magics. Our numbers were nothing against his power. A wiser man would have ordered a retreat, but not me. By some curse of the gods I was knocked out, and when I awoke, my rangers, my Rowena, they were all dead. He holds the empty air in his hands. And now you hear this woman's voice? Oh, whoops, no, I said one. My friend, my comrade of mounts, my love. We planned to adventure together until we grew old enough to settle down and enjoy our fortunes. Young as we were, we couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear a voice just over my shoulder calling to me in my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she's somehow down there, waiting for me. I've even ventured below, though it damn near cost me my life. Were I half the warrior I was in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole. As it is, I'm stuck with this feeble body and the agonizing notion that my love is somehow down there, beyond my help. Yeah, I'll search her. There's an entrance to the southwest here on the side of the canal. You're truly a gift from the gods, if there's anything you can find of her. Okay, so we'll do this quest first, because it's close. And we'll just pop down to the catacombs. Hey, barracks construction complete. Fantastic. Let's hire some people. So what we want is we'll get a cleric, a thug. Like, this is the easiest way to boost our prestige and security. I'm kind of trying to go for both in equal measure. We've got 2 more slots, so these 2. I haven't really thought it through. It's just like they're all the same price, and they all raise it by roughly equivalent amounts. Okay, so we've got that, and now next building. We've got 6k, so nothing's actually too expensive. We could get the lab, we could get the lodge. Offers high-level bounties. We've got the ability to take prisoners. We've got the Bailey will allow us to be self-sufficient and do things. That's 2 days. We could do a 1-day thing, which would... Woodland Trails lets us get a resting bonus. Let's do the Hearth, actually. That's just 1 day and a semblance of Order of the Keep. That just seems like a nice thing to do. Alrighty, so let's head down into the catacombs. And we'll see what we can do in the last 5 minutes of this episode. And next time around, we'll explore further.
I'm on the trail.
Okay. Dead initiate. As you approach the dead man, you feel the faint traces of his soul, lingering, a stunned certainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries toward you, as though you are a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place. Come to usher it away, its essence invades your consciousness. You're in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around the statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with the troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. You're all right. It looked almost like you'd lost your footing for a moment. It happens. It feels that way when I see into the ether. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually, such individuals become elders, or a long set of tracks in the snow. I would have thought my journey would have been easier if I could see what you could see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me. Before, I was a little skeptical of your abilities. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about her. She just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer her up, so I just let her. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time she goes a little strange in the face, I try to see if I can hear anything. Hasn't worked so far. See if you can get her to tell you what the spirit said. Okay.
Nice and quiet.
That is an ooze.
Just say the word.
And pup, eat it. Oh, that's why I'm taking so long.
Leave it to me.
And so here's more memorials. And by this point in the game, the only people that are looking at those memorials are the people that have not found theirs yet. Because you've had plenty of opportunity, and there's, as you've seen, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just there. Hey, it's a big black ooze. A bigger, blacker ooze.
Just say the word.
Following you.
You're not getting through me.
And you can do this, and you can do this. Oh crap, there's a troll. Papa, run.
Ready, Watcher.
Just say the word.
Adir. Where are you? Do this.
Following you.
And then do this. Okay, now.
Ready, Watcher.
What did I want to do? You. This pushes it back, and this summons a phantom. Phantom. Excellent.
Just say the word.
That was less than convenient. Did not anticipate monster wandering into us while we
Just
were
say the word.
fighting. I really like the ability to summon allies. I just kind of wish I could do it right at the start, not right at the end. Okay, what do we have? Yeah, alright. That is time, I'm afraid. Next time we'll continue to explore, and we'll see if we can find out what's making that weird noise in the background right now. Until then, have a fantastic day. I hope you've had fun watching. And let me know if there's any quests in particular I should be looking out for in Defiance Bay and doing. Until then, bye.